Hey everybody, this is my final Survivor POV for season 28, Cagayan. Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty. Tony is the player that will not exist in the other seasons because as soon as he pops up, the players who are, or the future players, and the former players who watch this season will take him out and all of his archetypes out. They will not stay in this game. Tony went full-on guerrilla warfare. Tony made sure that he was going to do any and everything to win this game, and he sure did. He swore on his father's grave, swore on his wife and kids. He used players to do his dirty work and then cast them aside, but that is a part of the game, but still, you do have to have a life outside of the game, and unfortunately, I don't know how it's going to go, but a lot of contestants who were nasty and ruthless in all of these reality shows, such as Survivor and Big Brother, when they got outside, they got a rude awakening, so good luck, Tony. But with that said, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Tony won, and then I'm going to let you guys just sit here and enjoy this beautiful evening on this lovely, lovely, stormy, dry, wet Thursday. Probably on the West Coast it's probably beautiful, but on the East Coast this weather is like stormy, wet, marshy, today. But anyway, the main reason Tony won is because Tony peeped everyone's whole card from day one, even the people who weren't even on his tribe or in his tribe. Tony knew the archetype of everybody's personality down to a T. He knew what to do and what to say to get these people. Because remember, he was a cop. Yes, he did lie and say that he wasn't a cop, and he said it to Sarah, who then believed him after he made the lie. I still don't understand Sarah, but anyway, Tony knew what to do, and the reason why Wu was still in the game is because Tony realized that Wu was faithful, Wu was loyal. He could do something with that. And he kept Trish along as well because Trish would clean up his messes. The second reason why Tony won the game was simply because Tony went the hardest. Yes, Tasha kicked ass and took names. Yes, Spencer rode until the wheels fell off. But Tony was playing the hardest out of all of it. I'm sorry to say that, but he definitely was. I do agree with Spencer on that. Tony was playing hard. Very hard. And he found all those idols because that was all that was on his mind. People were eating, sleeping, tanning themselves, laying around, lollygagging around. Tony was out there looking. Tony was out there listening. Tony was making moves. As he said in the finale, Tony didn't sleep. The game became literally his life. And he said from the first episode, I'm going to do whatever I can to get myself to the end. And he sure did. And the third reason why Tony won the game is because Tony was hiding in plain sight. Why play this game so outwardly when you can have all these people do your dirty work? What am I talking about? Wu. Wu basically not only kept him in the game, but made every move he asked him to do, voted for every person he asked him to vote for. Trish cleaned up all his messes. Cass caused so much chaos that it became a cover for him. LJ's main issue with that was that LJ, when Tony realized that LJ was a threat, and the fact that LJ took his immunity idol, which I'm still mad at LJ for doing, and gave it to Tony because Tony gave it to him, that's when he had to go. Irrespective to everything that Tony said when he said he was afraid of him, when he knew there was an opening, he took it. Jeffra had to go simply because Jeffra was a pawn, and yes, Jeffra considered getting rid of Tony and still wanted to get rid of Tony, and then lied to his face and said that she didn't want to get rid of him. But he heard it. Tony heard everything. Who else was in his alliance besides those guys? Jeremiah was a casualty of war, which was sad. Spencer left simply because Spencer didn't win immunity, but if Spencer had won immunity, Spencer would have stayed. Those are the only players I can think of off the top of my head that really helped him out with that, even in his own alliance, like Cliff in his own alliance, even in his own tribe. Cliff wasn't paying attention. Easy target, take him out. He was able to push Trish to aggravate Lindsay so much that Lindsay went out. Sarah believed Tony even when Tony lied and said that he wasn't a policeman. She still believed him. And Tony manipulated the tribe to get rid of her. Alexis went simply because Alexis couldn't be trusted, because Alexis kept running back and forth telling people what was going on with the beauties while the beauties were together. Morgan left simply because when they realized that Morgan basically felt like she was better than everybody because she was pretty, she had to go. As I said from day one, and then I will end this, I questioned the gameplay of a lot of the different players. I know that this game is not real life, but you should never go into something when you're not prepared, and a lot of these players were unprepared. And even though I thought that Spencer was like the big Survivor person, no, Tony was the even bigger Survivor player, because they didn't even see Tony coming, but he was coming. And sadly, Wu lost because he trusted Tony through all of this, so much so that even through his smiles, through his positivity, through his beautiful message, you could still see the defeat in him. And the fact that Tony didn't even apologize and say, dude, I'm not saying that he should have had a full-on apology, dude, I'm so sorry for what I did, but he had no remorse for what he had done. He's like, it's just part of the game. And whoever said that, Cass and Wu were like Colby and, can't think of his name, and Tina, they were 100% correct. Those two guys thought that Tina was going to go because Tina was the one that was manipulating and backstabbing, and they were coming out scot-free with no blood on their hands. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. That turned against him, and that's all I can say. But it was a really good season, though. It was the Blindside season. I'm wondering how Blood vs. Water 2 is going to be. Probably even crazier. And I won't be surprised if I see another Tony clone coming in there. But they may not have a long gameplay. Unless, of course, they get another crew like this, save for Tasha and Spencer. Anywho, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you check out my reviews for the Hannibal season finale, 24, Believe. My late Mad Men review is probably going to be a double review. And my future reviews of Under the Dome, Extant, and hopefully True Blood. Until then, guys, you all take care. Enjoy the surprises. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this finale and what you predict for next season and anything else to that effect. And to my 69 subscribers, I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in, staying here with me, and just loving my brand of crazy. And if you're new to this, you like this, subscribe. Love to have more subscribers. But anyway, guys, take care. Have a blessed Thursday. Have an awesome work week, an awesome Memorial Day weekend. And just have fun. I love you guys. Bye. Bye.